The specialist, Ray quick gets on the bus to go somewhere he needs to go the most. When he enters the bus, a few gangsters are harassing an innocent girl, but no one on the bus is preventing them from doing this. After Ray, a pregnant woman, also enters the bus to whom Ray gave his seat, but the gangster quickly sits there, which Ray doesn't like at all. Ray becomes too angry and starts beating them all to teach them a life lesson. This controlled fury stems from a mission gone catastrophically wrong a decade earlier. In 1984, Captain Ray Quick and Colonel Ned Trent operated as elite CIA bomb specialists, targeting a South American drug cartel. Their assignment seemed straightforward: eliminate a high-value target by destroying a bridge at the precise moment his vehicle crossed. Ray's meticulous nature ensured the perfect placement of the explosives, while Trent's impatience pushed the timeline forward without proper reconnaissance. The fatal flaw emerged when Ray spotted an innocent child seated beside their target through his binoculars. His desperate plea to abort the mission fell on deaf ears, as Trent coldly prioritized completion over collateral damage, dismissing Ray's objections with ruthless indifference. The colonel's words cut deep as he reminded Ray of their hierarchy. He was merely the rigger, while Trent held the power as the trigger man. With no abort mechanism built into the device and 60 seconds counting down rapidly, Ray sprinted toward the bridge, attempting to manually disarm the charges. The explosion erupted just as he reached the final device, creating a massive fireball that illuminated the night sky. Ray made devastating eye contact with the terrified child, moments before the blast consumed everything, sending him diving into the river below, while the burning vehicle and its young passenger plummeted to their deaths in the churning waters. The confrontation between former partners turned violent as Ray blamed Trent for murdering an innocent. Soaked and enraged from his river escape, Ray climbed ashore to find Trent standing indifferent to the carnage, even drawing his weapon when challenged. Trent's arrogance manifested in cold reminders of their training relationship, how he had taught Ray everything he knew about explosives and combat tactics. The physical altercation that followed was brutal and personal, with Trent ultimately shooting Ray and kicking him while he lay bloodied on the ground. As Trent prepared to leave his former student for dead, Ray's determination proved stronger than his wounds. He grabbed Trent's leg, bringing him down and delivering punishing blows while demanding answers about his callous disregard for innocent life. Ray's subsequent report to CIA headquarters resulted in Trent's dismissal and his own voluntary resignation, both men disappearing into different shadows of the intelligence world, with their partnership destroyed forever. 10 years later, Ray operates as a ghostly freelancer from a fortified waterfront warehouse, accepting only explosive contracts while maintaining complete anonymity. His isolated existence includes an unexpected companion, a stray cat that followed him home one evening, providing the only warmth in his cold, methodical world. His peaceful existence shatters when a mysterious woman activates his dormant contact protocols, desperately seeking vengeance against 3 men who destroyed her family. Initially refusing the job and advising her to pursue legal channels, Ray's response changes when she explains that corruption has poisoned the judicial system. Word of his surgical precision and ability to eliminate targets without harming innocent bystanders has reached her through underground channels. Though initially curious, Ray's cautious nature leads him to conduct surveillance on the potential client rather than meeting her directly. The woman's tragic backstory unfolds during a cemetery visit, where Ray learns she witnessed her parents' brutal execution as a child. Hidden in a closet by her protective father, she memorized the faces of Thomas Leon and his associates, who tortured her mother before killing both parents. This traumatic experience consumed her life with a singular purpose: revenge against the 3 murderers who stole her childhood. Unknown to Ray, his former partner Trent has rebuilt his career as head of security for Joe Leon, a powerful Miami crime boss whose son Thomas was one of the original killers. Trent's obsession with Ray never faded, and he's spent 8 long years positioned in Miami, knowing his former partner would eventually return to his birthplace. His patient vigil finally shows promise when explosive signatures matching Ray's precise methodology begin appearing throughout the city. The woman, operating under the false identity of Adrian Hastings, has successfully infiltrated Thomas Leon's inner circle, using her beauty to gain his trust and access. Her performance requires enduring Thomas's increasingly inappropriate advances, including public humiliation at parties where he treats her like a possession rather than a person. The degradation she suffers while maintaining her cover pushes her emotional stability to breaking points. But her commitment to revenge keeps her focused on the ultimate goal of getting close enough to strike. Ray's first target falls with surgical precision when he rigs Charlie's office door with explosives, eliminating one of the three murderers instantly. The device's sophistication impresses even hardened investigators. The arming mechanism vaporizes completely upon detonation, leaving no forensic evidence of its construction or origin. Trent's examination of the blast site reveals the unmistakable signature of his former partner's work, leading him to assume control of the investigation while secretly working both sides of the law. His dramatic introduction to the Miami bomb squad involves assembling a live device from random components and challenging the skeptical officers to disarm it. When they fail to meet his deadline, he casually deactivates the bomb himself, earning their fearful respect and establishing his authority through psychological intimidation. The demonstration serves dual purposes, proving his expertise while sending a clear message about the consequences of questioning his methods. The second elimination proves more challenging as the paranoid target discovers Ray's car bomb and has it safely detonated elsewhere. The man's suspicious nature serves him well as he meticulously inspects his vehicle's undercarriage before each journey, discovering the explosive device and cutting its fuse before having security personnel detonate it at a safe distance. However, Ray's backup plan succeeds when the man triggers a secondary device while entering his building, launching him 5 meters into the air in a devastating explosion. With 2 targets eliminated, Trent grows desperate and reveals his secret alliance with the woman, threatening torture if she fails to lure Ray into the open. His ultimatum proves chilling: find Ray within 24 hours of the third death, or endure treatment that will make Thomas's perverted advances seem gentle by comparison. The final target requires Ray to infiltrate a hotel and replace a simple teabag with an explosive device. The plan succeeds perfectly until Ray spots his client entering the blast zone moments before detonation. Unable to reach her through the crowded room filled with Leon organization members, he's forced to watch helplessly as the explosion engulfs the area. His grief over her apparent death drives him to break into her apartment, taking personal mementos, including her necklace and stockings, as remembrances of their brief but intense connection. The loss devastates him emotionally, reminding him of the child who died in that South American bridge explosion, and reinforcing his belief that everyone he cares about eventually pays the price for his violent profession. Trent's staged funeral serves as bait, spreading the word through newspaper announcements that Ray will undoubtedly see. The trap works when Ray responds to coded messages, leading to a tense phone confrontation where old wounds resurface. Ray's emotional attachment to the woman overcomes his caution when she appears alive at the funeral, leading to a passionate reunion at a nearby hotel. The woman's deception runs deeper than Ray imagined. She faked her death by switching identities with a dying hospital patient to escape Thomas's organization. However, Trent's resources prove overwhelming as he tracks them to their hotel hideout. The woman's warning call comes too late as Trent's forces storm the building, forcing Ray to employ his full arsenal of defensive traps. The final confrontation brings all players together when Joe Leon discovers the woman's true identity and connection to his son's death. His memory suddenly crystallizes as her parents' names trigger recollections of the execution he ordered 28 years earlier, making him realize that his enemy has been hiding in plain sight within his own organization. Trent's manipulation keeps her alive long enough to arrange one last meeting with Ray, who recognizes the coded language indicating a trap. His preparation pays off as massive explosions eliminate Trent's assault team, allowing both fugitives to escape by boat, while Miami's waterfront burns behind them. Ray's warehouse sanctuary becomes the final battleground when Trent's analysis of background noise reveals their location. The building's self-destruct system activates as police surround the area, but Trent's knowledge of Ray's methods allows him to counter most defensive measures. His ultimate trap involves a mercury switch bomb hidden in the woman's cigarette case, creating a deadly stalemate where any movement or environmental change could trigger instant death. Trent's moment of victory becomes his downfall when overconfidence leads him into one of Ray's remaining traps. His gloating about their former partnership and accusations about Ray's weakness in protecting innocence prove to be a fatal distraction. The resulting explosion eliminates him while triggering the warehouse's total destruction. Ray's quick thinking saves both their lives as he discards the mercury bomb and escapes the collapsing structure with seconds to spare, pulling his companion to safety through a predetermined escape route. Their final act of vengeance targets Joe Leon directly, with Ray mailing an explosive device that completes the woman's decade-long quest for justice. In the aftermath, Ray and his partner drive away from their violent past, finally free to build a future unburdened by trauma and revenge. Their shared experiences have forged an unbreakable bond between two damaged souls who found redemption through each other's strength and determination. Based on the explosive action thriller that redefined the revenge genre, The Specialist proves that sometimes the most devastating weapons are wielded not by armies or governments, but by individuals driven by loss and fueled by precision. In a world where justice often fails, some specialists create their own. The story ends. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like our channel and subscribe. If you enjoy content like this, also let us know what movie you would love us to recap for you.